With his Holy Ghost. Anybody here know that the Lord has been mighty good to you? Anybody here can shake somebody's hand and tell them the Lord is still working on me? We used to sing the song, if you see me and I'm not living right, if you see me and I'm not walking right, please, 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 be patient with me. God is not through with me yet. Anybody here know that the Lord is not through with you? Can you tell the world, I can see what the Lord is doing in me? Won't he make a work out of you? I need one or two who can tell the world that he turned me around. I need one or two who can tell the world he picked me up and turned me around, placed my feet on solid ground. Won't he do it? Do you know he will? Say yeah, say yeah, say yeah, yeah. Living in the hands of an almighty God. Trust me when I tell you, you better get your relationship right with him, because we always in his hand. He can say the word and tear us down, but he can say the word and build us back up again. If he tears you down, it's for your own good. If he tears you down, he's just tearing you down to get ready to build you back up again. Anybody here know you've been tore down? But you can be a witness that I got blessed through my tear down. I got victory through my tear down. Because I'm gonna tell you, he can't put nothing. You know, he's not gonna build anything good on top of some junk. And a lot of times he'll tear us down because he got to get the junk out of us. He can get the junk out of you. He can use you. He can get the junk out of us. He can do something with us. Oh, anybody here know him? He get the junk out. I wish I had some honest folk. He'll tell you he had to get some junk out of me. But when he gets the junk out, he can use you for his service. The kingdom can be better. And as Jeremiah watched that potter, when that potter felt an imperfection, he tore it down. But he didn't leave it down. He started working on something new. And it came to me, that's how God works with us. When he finds an imperfection, he'll tear us down. But it's not to destroy us. It's just to get the imperfection out. And when he gets that imperfection out, he rebuilds us again. I'm so glad he's a God of chances. I'm so glad he's a God of chances. Because if we're honest, we made many mistakes. But he keeps on giving us another chance. Or if you can't praise him for nothing else, you ought to praise him. Because he keeps on giving us. Somebody ought to do that with you. When somebody asks you what you know about Jesus, tell them. Tell them he keep on giving me chances. Over and over again. Tell them that's why I praise him, because you wonder why I got joy, because he keeps on. He keeps on blessing me over and over again. But my brothers and sisters, we ought to stop taking advantage of grace. You ought to make it up in your mind that I want to live for him. I want to do better for him. You know, see, this journey isn't about doing better, y'all. It ain't about perfection. Because I doubt any of us will ever reach perfection. But it's about doing better. See, this month you ought to do better than you did last month. Next month, you ought to do better than you did both of these months. That's how you grow in the Lord. It's about your growth. It may not be an overnight process, but you ought to be better this year than you were last year. You ought to look back and say, yes, Lord, I used to do those things. But now I'm better than I was then. And you can be a witness as you see the Lord working in you. You see how his word is changing your life. You see how his being by your side is making you a better person. You ought to grow. You ought to grow in Christ. Listen, y'all, don't just be at church, but I declare growth in the Lord. Don't just be here on Sunday, but grow in the Lord. Be a better person this time than you were last time. Because he keeps on blessing us. Every Sunday morning, he blesses us to wake up. Every Sunday morning. You ought to make it your business. I don't care what you did last night. You ought to make it your business. Every Sunday, I'm going to be in church somewhere. Why? Because the Lord has been good to me. I don't care what you drink, who you cussed out, what you smoked Sunday morning. I'm going to be in the Lord's house. And you know what's going to happen? He'll start taking that drinking taste from you. He'll start taking that smoking fit from you. He'll start taking that hangout stuff from you. I'm a witness, he'll change you. I need 1 or 2 witnesses who know he'll bring you through. 3 or 4 know he'll open my door. 5 or 6 know your witness he'll free.
You've been listening to the worship services at the Greater Lizzyboro Missionary Baptist Church in Macon, under the leadership of Reverend Dr. Derek M. Dumas, where we're worshiping the Lord while seeking the lost and building the found. Join us right here every Saturday at 11 a.m. to be refreshed and encouraged, and online at greaterlizzyboro.org.
Connecting the community through gospel. The new 107.9 FM, W300EB, Macon, and WDDO 980 AM, Perry, Macon.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily the views of the Glory 980 AM, the Glory Media Group, LLC, WDDO AM, its staff, management, or advertisers, but are the views and opinions of the participants of the broadcast.
BMJ!
I got it.
It is now time for Let's Talk with Jessica Nicole Pauldo. Let's Talk every Saturday right here at 11:30 a.m. Now, let's go live into the studio with Jessica Pauldo. Let's talk.
Jehovah Jireh, you've been my provider, and you're my rider. You've been with me through the fire. No worries, 'cause you got me. Giving up, not likely. No, the devil can't stop me, 'cause I'm walking in my victory. Stay with it long as you're with me.
Say this. You made a way. Out of no way. You keep on blessing me. Every day. Fight on my battle.
Here. All right, good morning, Middle Georgia. Good morning. Thank you for waking up. Thank you for listening to 107.9 FM. I am Jessica Nicole Pauldo, and we're getting ready to start Let's Talk with Jessica. So good morning, Jones County. Shout out to Wilkinson County, Warner Robins, Dublin, Lawrence County, all the surrounding counties. Thank you for listening in this morning. And we're going to have a candid conversation this morning on Let's Talk with Jessica. It's every Saturday at 11:30 to 12. So if you are not tuned in, you need to tune in right now. We're live on Facebook, live on The Glory. I'm also streaming from my Facebook page. So if you're not tuned in right now, you're about to miss an incredible conversation we're getting ready to have this morning. So I want to give everybody a chance to go ahead and log on. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning to everybody, y'all. I'm super excited for this conversation this morning and what we're getting ready to bring to the table to have a candid conversation. So I need all my people, everybody on Facebook, to check in right now and join this conversation because we're getting ready to go up. We're getting ready to have a candid conversation with myself. And I need you guys to call in. The number is on the screen, 478-250-1444 for Let's Talk with Jessica. Okay. So if you're on the line right now, give me a second, get us a second to kind of dive in. Give us about 2 minutes. And if you had heard that awesome music that came on, that's I Got It by Pastor Mike. When I tell you I ride to that song every single morning going to work, it gets me hype. It gets me ready for the day. Letting me know, reminding me that I got it, that Jesus has me, that God has me, and we can get through the day together. All right, so I want to go ahead and lay out what we have to talk about for today. Let's talk with Jessica. So every Saturday we'll be talking about different things, different topics, hot topics. We'll be bringing guests on, and we'll actually have people calling in today. So if you're getting ready to call in, the number is on the screen. So if you'll give me a second to go ahead and get started, I need everybody to tune in to this conversation. Okay. All right. So today, what are we talking about? We're talking about HBCUs, y'all. HBCU highlights. That's a hot thing in the news right now. It's always been hot. It's always been a trending topic. And I want all my HBCU grads to check in today. If you're not an HBCU grad, you're attending the HBCU, or you just want to shout out your school, this is the moment. This is the space for you, y'all. So what is an HBCU? So I want to shed some light on that and a little bit of history on HBCUs. So HBCU stands for Historically Black Colleges and Universities, okay? So just a little bit of history about HBCUs, why they were created. They were established before 1964 with the sole principle to educate African Americans. So prior to 1964, African Americans were denied admissions to college. They were denied equal education due to Jim Crow laws and not being able to attend the same institutions and universities as others. So as a result, HBCUs were created, guys. And I wanted to have a conversation today. I know that there are 10 HBCUs out there in Georgia. I want to highlight the HBCU that I attended, which is the unsinkable Albany State University. So shout out to those Bucking Rams. So I know I have a lot of Ram family on my timeline and on the live. So even if you didn't go to Albany, there are 9 other. We have the Fort Valley State University, those Wildcats. Let me tell you something about those Wildcats, man. I am in education. I don't care what school I go to. I don't care where I go. I don't care what conference I go to. There's always a Wildcat in the building somewhere. Those Wildcats, definitely, they roll heavy, and they are in the building wherever you go. So shout out to those Wildcats in Fort Valley. Then we travel on down to Savannah State University, those Tigers. Anybody out there repping Savannah State University? So shout out to Savannah and the great things they're doing down that way. We have Clark Atlanta, Spelman, Morehouse, Payne College, Morris Brown. Shout out to every HBCU in Georgia. We want to shed some light on all HBCUs, okay? All right, so now that I've shouted out the HBCUs, I want you guys to kind of jump into the conversation. I want you guys to share some experiences. What are some profound things? What are some of the profound things that you have experienced at HBCU? So what's one thing that stuck out to you? What makes your experience at an HBCU? I want you guys to call in. The number is on the screen, 478-250-1444. Call in, talk to us. The graduating class of 2021 is getting ready to go to college. You're getting ready to become incoming freshmen. And for those that are getting ready to attend HBCUs, tell them what they have to look forward to. Share your experiences with them. Let them know what's up. What do they have to look forward to when attending an HBCU, y'all? So call in, talk to us. We at 478-250-1444. forward, and let's have this candid conversation with Jessica Nicole, and let's talk about these HBCUs, y'all. Shout out your HBCU. What better way to give back than to share your experiences with these young people, with the next generation? The graduating class of 2021 is getting ready to head to college in less than 3 weeks. So August is right around the corner. Let them know what they have to look forward to. All right, y'all, we have calls. All right. Caller, you're on the air. All right, so we're still waiting. So if you would like to call in, you can call the number 478-250-1444. Share your experiences with others. So what better way to give back to share your experiences? What is something that is monumental that when you think of an HBCU, when you think of your experience, what comes to mind? And just for myself, I attended Albany State University, started from 2011 to 2013. One of the things that I most remember about attending the HBCU is that we have what is called freshman week, is when the freshmen, they're on campus by themselves, and you have the whole week by yourself as freshmen. And I remember gathering in the gym, and one of the people that was speaking was saying that take this moment in, that this is one of the only moments that you're going to be surrounded by this many of your peers that look like you in one place doing positive things. And that's something that always stuck with me. I felt connected. I felt powerful. And I just felt a sense of belonging. So that sense of family, that sense of belonging, and that sense of love. And shout out to all my friends that I made along the way. So I made some incredible friendships. Those friendships turned into family. So I want to give a shout out to my crew, and I want to give a shout out to the people who made my experience at my HBCU what it was. So if I miss anybody, please forgive me. But thank you to my crew from Milledgeville, Shantae, thank you, India, Rashada, Cassandra. Thank you, guys. And if I miss anybody, please forgive me. Call into the station if you have not already at 478-250-1444. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning. Hello?
All right, guys. We're still working, so you can still call in at 478-250-1444. Okay, so maybe that caller will call back. I see Bishop Scott on. Hey, Bishop Scott, how are you? Good morning to everybody. Good morning. All right, we have a caller. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, I can't hear you. All right, thank you for everybody that's still continuing to check in. This is awesome. HBCU love. We want to shout out to Savannah State, Albany State, Fort Valley State University. We have Clark Atlanta, Spelman, Morehouse. Thank you guys for continuing to check in. We want to make sure we rep HBCUs all over Georgia. And it's all love, it's all unity. For one thing, when you graduate, it's all love, it's all unity. So we all know that the institution that we attend We all think that it's the best in what it does, and it is. And once we graduate, we all want to show unity. Okay.
Good morning.
All right, so I am still waiting on some of you to share some of your positive experiences. What are some of your best experiences with attending your HBCU or your college? Even if you did not go to an HBCU, call in and shout out your college, or what college did you go to? What did you major in? And what are you aspiring to do with your degree?
Good morning. Hello? Hello? You hear me?
You don't work. All right, guys. So I am. So we're having a few technical difficulties. So if you're trying to call in right now to the station, if you'll just give us a quick moment, we're having a few technical difficulties. So we still want to hear from you. We want to hear you and your stories and your experiences with your HBCU or any of your college experiences that you can share with the graduating class of 2021. So we want to give back, and what better way to give back than to share some of our own personal experiences being at an HBCU. So I want you to call, shout out your HBCU. What school did you attend? What did you major in? What are some of the things that you most remember about attending your school or your HBCU? All right, so again, the number is 478-250-1444. And if you do not get through, please continue to call until you get through, because we want to make sure we hear everybody's story. We want to make sure we send this class of 2021, these incoming freshmen, in the right way, that we tell them and we allow them to know what to expect going into school. So please make sure you call in, talk to us, shout out your HBCU, and just let us know and tell the youth what they have to look forward to. All right, we have a couple comments in the comment page. Thank you for everybody that's checking in. All right, y'all, we are back with the audio, and if you are calling in, I need you to call in right now. So thank God that we have been relieved. We are back with the audio, so I am hearing, and if you have not called in, please go ahead and call in. The number is 478-250-1444. So thank you for being patient. And we have a caller, y'all. So give us a second. And caller, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk with Jessica. So we're talking about
my HBCU.
Yes, go ahead and rep your HBCU. What HBCU did you attend?
The Fort Valley State University.
Woo! Fort Valley State University. When I tell you there's always a Wildcat in the building, you better believe it. All right, what is one positive experience, or what's one thing that comes to mind when you think about your HBCU?
Just the camaraderie that I created when I was on campus, and just the whole feeling of just being around, like-minded people, like-minded individuals. It was one of the best experiences I can ever say I've done. I've done a lot of things in my life, but don't get me wrong, being on that campus, feeling the energy, seeing people from all over the country, is nothing like it, And with me, I was on the sports team, so I travel to a lot of the other HBCUs, and feeling that energy, I'm telling you, it is nothing like it. I know you're Albany State Ram, but hey, I still love you anyway.
Yes, it's all love. Like I said before, it's unity. Once you graduate, it's all unity. It's all Black love. So we appreciate you for calling in, repping your school. And yes, you definitely feel that sense of camaraderie once you attend an HBCU. It's a feeling like none other. So thank you for sharing your experience. And hopefully this can help the graduating class of 2021 as they get ready to matriculate into college as incoming freshmen. So thank you so much, caller, for sharing your experiences. And I'm sure we have some of your fellow Wildcats that are getting ready to check in.
I'm sure. I appreciate your platform. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you. So we had a caller from Fort Valley State University. Of course, anytime you attend an HBCU, there's always going to be that sense of love, family, and camaraderie. So that's definitely something that I can identify with. And we have Bishop Scott said, my experience at Morehouse was empowering. It gave me a sense of understanding and love for my Blackness. And I absolutely admire that feedback. And I love that he said it gave him a sense of his Blackness. And that was something I did not know about you, Bishop, that you are a Morehouse man. So I definitely thank you for sharing your experience with this morning. Thank you so much. So we have Morehouse checking in. We have Fort Valley. I know we have some more people out there checking in right now. So I have not heard anybody from Savannah State, Spelman, or Clark, Atlanta. So check in. Y'all tell us about the experiences. So when you think of your HBCU, what comes to mind when you think about your experience? And what's one piece of advice that you can give this incoming freshman class? What do they have to look forward to? So again, you can call in at 478-250-1444. Again, that number is 478-250-1444. Call in and share your experiences this morning. It's all about HBCU love. And it's not just about the HBCUs in Georgia. They're all over the United States. And even in the leaders that you see today, I just want to name out a few leaders that actually went to HBCUs. We have Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms attending FAMU, which is Florida A&M University. We have Ricky Smotley, who attended Alabama State. Chadwick Boseman attended Howard University, as well as Taraji P. Henson. Eva Marcel attended Clark Atlanta University. Rick Ross attended the unsinkable Albany State University. Kay Michelle also attended FAMU. And the owner of the books is actually an HBCU graduate. So all my sports fans out there, there are so many things that you can do once you leave an HBCU. So once you leave those stomping grounds, you have definitely created something, a lifetime experience, a powerful experience that prepares you for the world, that prepares you to go out and be a leader. So again, I still need a lot more people to call in. I still need some experiences. Yes, and I definitely need those experiences. I need you to share. So good morning to everybody that's checking in. Thank you for listening to the live. If you're on live on Facebook, I need you to check in with me this morning. Or even if you did not go to an HBCU, I want you to call in and shout out your school. Tell us what school you went to, what you majored in, or what it is that you are currently doing and what you aspire to do right now. So I need everybody to chime in this morning on this conversation. Don't miss this conversation, y'all, because this is a powerful moment right now for us, and it's just a powerful moment for education. Always remember that education, it takes you a long way once you have your education. That's one of the things that my grandparents always told me, and also my parents, is that once you have it, nobody can take that from you. So make sure you get all that you can get. And we definitely want to encourage and push education in everywhere we go. We have First Lady Scott checking in. Spelman, I love all HBCUs. You have a once in a lifetime to learn about you and develop your environment of security and love it. The time launches you to be successful in life. And I definitely love and agree with that statement. It prepares you for life. It creates that environment that you love. And it just develops a sense of powerfulness. It empowers you. It makes you feel invincible. It makes you feel like there's nothing you cannot accomplish. So thank you for sharing that. We have a Morehouse and a Spelman love story. I would love to hear about that. Bishop, call in and tell us about that. So thank you guys for sharing. I really do appreciate you for sharing your experiences and what your HBCU experiences taught you and how they are how they have helped develop you in life today. So thank you so much for that. Again, I just want everybody to share your experience. Yes, yes, yes. So every Saturday morning, we have Let's Talk with Jessica. All right, we have another caller on the air. All right, caller, you're on the air.
Good morning. Let's talk with Jessica.
Good morning, Bishop. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm enjoying the show, and both me and my wife are HBCU attendees. She went to Spelman, I went to Morehouse, and of course, yes, that's the love story of it all.
That is
so
beautiful.
So, I mean, as far as HBCUs are concerned, we always encourage, and even if you listen to On with Don, I always encourage the HBCU experience because as African American men and women, it will set you up for life. Whereas a regular, I wouldn't say regular, but I would say a traditional university, if you will, won't give you the empowerment that an HBCU would give you because it instills in you the necessity of being that much better than everybody else you have to deal with. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. I definitely agree with that. And with that being said, I had the opportunity to experience both worlds, both sides. So I definitely can identify with what you're saying. So it's definitely that sense of empowerment that you cannot get any other place.
So true. So true. And you are indeed a phenomenal product. Even though you went to Albany State, it's all good. We are so excited.
It's all love. It's all unity.
It is love. It's love. And I love the fact that while we are rivals, we are yet united because we rival, but we encourage at the same time. And so I love that. It teaches community and it teaches empowerment just in us. And
Yes.
assisting, all within. And I'm loving the fact that our now vice president, is a graduate of an HBCU and she is a member of the Divine Nine.
She
So
is,
it's
which is
like,
really powerful.
yeah. Yeah, so love the show, love the topic. You're doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling in and sharing your experiences,
Definitely.
and thank you to First Lady. So thank you guys so much for just sharing your experiences, and I'm sure that the class of 2021, they definitely can take away from the experiences that you all have shared. So thank you so much, Bishop.
Most definitely. And I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you for calling in. Awesome. All right, y'all. There we have it. We have Morehouse Spelman checking in. We have Fort Valley. I'm still yet to hear from Savannah State. I know Savannah State is doing some amazing things down that way. So if we have any upcoming freshmen that are getting ready to attend HBCUs, or even if you're not going to an HBCU, we want to make sure that you are prepared and that we give back by sharing our experience, our college experiences to help better equip you to go into the world. So we want to make sure that you know that we are encouraging you. You are uplifted, and I have another one checking in from Fort Valley State University. Just a little fun fact: my mother attended Fort Valley State University, so it's all Wildcats. Like I said, everywhere you go, you're gonna find a Wildcat in the building. So we have Stacy Pauldo representing the Fort Valley State University. So shout out to the Wildcats again. And if you have not called in yet, you have not had an opportunity to share your experiences. Again, you still have time to call in. So we have about 5 minutes remaining to share our experiences. You can call in at 478-250-1444. Again, that number is 478-250-1444. All right, guys. So I just want to share one more experience. When I think of an HBCU, what comes to mind, and like I mentioned earlier, I did have the chance to experience both worlds. So I started off at Albany State, and I had the opportunity to transfer into Georgia Southern. So I was able to see both sides, and I definitely appreciate both of my experiences. However, one of the things I think about when it comes to HBCUs is homecoming. When I tell you about homecoming, homecoming is like none other at an HBCU. So it's a week-long celebration. I'm talking about the whole week. It's a celebration. It's a fashion show. It's the place you want to be. It's a cookout, good food, and all down the venue. You have vendors everywhere. It's just a big celebration. So one of the things that really resonates with me when I think about it is that homecoming is one of the highlights of an HBCU. You're going to have the most amazing time, and it's going to be something that you always take away with you, as well as the camaraderie, the love that you create. So thank you so much for sharing. And this is one of my favorite songs that is coming on by the Clark sisters. I don't know if anybody watched that biopic, but it was powerful and it made me fall in love with them even more. It says we're living our best life. We're absolutely living our best life. And as I get ready to close out, I want to remind you to make every day your best day. Every day of your life, make it your best day. Every single day, make sure you choose joy. Your life is precious, so make sure you choose joy every single day. Remember that all things work together for the good of those that love Christ. Be encouraged. I speak blessings over you, peace and love, and I will see you next Saturday. Thank you.
You have been listening to Let's Talk with Jessica Nicole Pauldo. Come and join her again next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. right here at 107.9 FM and the historic 980 WDDO. Next Saturday, Let's Talk with Jessica.
The views expressed